We innovate by starting with the customer and working backwards. That becomes the touchstone for how we invent. Your margin is my opportunity. A company shouldn't get addicted to being shiny, because shiny doesn't last. The common question that gets asked in business is, why? That's a good question, but an equally valid question is, why not? If you're not stubborn, you'll give up on experiments too soon. And if you're not flexible, you'll pound your head against the wall and you won't see a different solution to a problem you're trying to solve. I believe you have to be willing to be misunderstood if you're going to innovate. The best customer service is if the customer doesn't need to call you, doesn't need to talk to you. It just works. We see our customers as invited guests to a party, and we are the hosts. It's our job every day to make every important aspect of the customer experience a little bit better. I'd rather interview 50 people and not hire anyone than hire the wrong person. If you're competitor focused, you have to wait until there is a competitor doing something. Being customer focused allows you to be more pioneering. We can't be in survival mode. We have to be in growth mode. If we think long term, we can accomplish things that we couldn't otherwise accomplish. What's dangerous is not to evolve. The great thing about fact-based decisions is that they overrule the hierarchy. We are stubborn on vision. We are flexible on details. If you're offered a seat on a rocket ship, don't ask what seat. Just get on. Life's too short to hang out with people who aren't resourceful. Invention is by its very nature disruptive. If you want to be understood at all times, then don't do anything new. We've had 3 big ideas at Amazon that we've stuck with for 18 years, and they're the reason we're successful. Put the customer first. Invent. And be patient. In the old world, you devoted 30% of your time to building a great service and 70% of your time to shouting about it. In the new world, that inverts. We're not competitor obsessed, we're customer obsessed. We start with the customer and work backward. What we want to be is something completely new. There is no physical analog for what Amazon.com is becoming. It's hard to find things that won't sell online. If you're going to take bold bets, they're going to be experiments. And if they're experiments, you don't know ahead of time if they're going to work. If you double the number of experiments you do per year, you're going to double your inventiveness. You have to be willing to be misunderstood if you're going to innovate. The human brain is an incredible pattern matching machine. I try to spend my time on areas that I think are important for the future, and where I think I can add value. If you can't feed your team with 2 pizzas, it's too large. What we're really focused on is thinking long term, putting the customer at the center of our universe, and inventing. I knew that if I failed, I wouldn't regret that. But I knew the one thing I might regret is not trying. If you build a great experience, customers tell each other about that. Word of mouth is very powerful. Your brand is what other people say about you when you're not in the room. A brand for a company is like a reputation for a person. You earn reputation by trying to do hard things well. In the end, we are our choices. Build yourself a great story. There will always be serendipity involved in discovery. Work hard, have fun, and make history.